Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a team from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bears will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So UTSA's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice.
Turning it on! All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Roadrunners can really attack on this second and short. Quick completion on the out. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Bring in the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Roadrunners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Wants to throw. It's McCown. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So Baylor's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to keep running. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Prentice. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking for room. It's Washington. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up 2nd down.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Quickly complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there to make a negative play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Got it behind the line. It's Henry. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They punted away on 4th down. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew that he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
They'll give it on the counter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Soften them up with a run. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Cameron. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cameron. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run play action. Trying to get rid of it, and he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He splits the uprights, and now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Got the quick completion. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
And the Roadrunners will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Bears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. RPO complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Bears decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Henry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's McCown. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Bears will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tourney on the Jets. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Back to throw, it's McCown. Quickly to the tight end. And it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Cameron. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. On the ground, it's Henry. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's a seam wide open, and he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
The Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Roadrunners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking downfield, it's McCown. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? He'll set up to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He got it. This is now a 7-point game.
After hitting that field goal down a possession here late, 1 timeout in your back pocket, I'm thinking we're still going to see onside kick here. So nice job by the kicker. They're knocking it through the uprights. Now the big question, can he execute the onside kick?
They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.